What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how we live in a time where knowledge is increasing and we're starting to see where true information and true knowledge really comes from. Now, I know maybe the last, I would say 10 years, a lot of people have been putting their trust into science and medicine, where in reality now it's starting to be revealed that science might not have all the answers. And I also have some experience with that also. But yesterday kind of sparked that little bit of information when I watched a video on a 63-year-old man. He was explaining how to get a flatter stomach, and he said it had nothing to do with what you eat. It has nothing to do with how you exercise. Basically, he could explain it more better, but he had a lot of reason in his video. If you want to check out his video, I think it's titled 63-year-old man shows you how to get a flat stomach. So just look that up and you'll watch his video. But it's not the first video that I've come across where just an average person does their own experiments, tries around in certain things, and discovers information and gives it to the world. Another video that I've seen on YouTube was this man. He had really severe boils in his skin. And it was kind of interesting because this video was not viral. It was kind of on the lower end of the view count. And he was explaining how milk, dairy, and whey produce acne and boils to certain people. And by him just eliminating milk, dairy, and whey products, he cleared his skin dramatically. And I tested that out too, and there's some truth to it. Now, I remember when I was younger in elementary school, which kind of made me lose my I guess my faith in science, was in elementary school we had this thing called a food pyramid, and it was required for us to follow the food pyramid for science class. Now, when I was young, the food pyramid, at the bottom level, the most things you had to consume was bread and like grains, whole grains and stuff like that. But what I came to realize through life and through eating so much bread is that bread necessarily is not good for you. There's certain foods that are not good for certain people, so a food pyramid cannot really help anybody out. So I ate bread and I got fatter and fatter, and I was trying to eat healthy, but obviously I put my trust into I guess it was science. So that kind of messed me up too. So let me see here, let me check out my notes. So yeah, so what I'm realizing right now is that we're in an age where information is readily available, and not just the science community or the medical community has a voice. Now an average person with no medical background, with no scientific degree, has a voice. And I think it's amazing and fantastic because you no longer have to trust in science, which I didn't trust in science to begin with, because I knew since I was a child that is very faulty. Scientific method, even though it's an okay method, it's not to me it's not the best method. I always distinguish science from technology, but I think science pretty much is dead right now, uh, in my opinion, because it seems like people are more hush about it. I remember like a few years ago, like if you were a scientist or you were whatever scientist, you're considered a very intelligent person. Well, now that's not the case. Since there's more voices, there's more people making discoveries, and not necessarily in a scientific way, maybe more through experience and through, I guess, through experience. Science is kind of dying. So what I'm trying to say here is that, well, my point here is that knowledge is increasing. We don't have to trust in what they give us to trust. Now we have more streams of information coming from all over the world, and it's a really cool thing because it's mainly coming from, well, I've seen it from YouTube, but it can be used in all social media platforms. So that's one good thing about social media. It's increasing knowledge and learning, and it's kind of freeing us from that one group that says, okay, this is correct and this is the truth. You either follow it or you're an idiot. So that's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. We'll probably talk about this more in other videos, but for right now, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.